So it's that time of year when if you grow cucumbers in your garden, you have a lot of cucumbers. And so we have a cucumber salad we like to make that's easy to make with kind of a vinegary, sweet dressing. We've made that quite a few times. So I was looking for something different we could do. And I was trying to think of, a way to use curry with cucumber salad. And in my strolling around the internet, I found this Indian cucumber salad that uses cumin seed and toasted peanuts as a flavoring. And it came out really, really good. So we're gonna do this again and show you how to make it. So for starters, I'm gonna put about a half cup of peanuts in a medium high heated pan, dry pan, no oil, and just toast these puppies a little bit. I guess this is about 1/3 of a cup. And so all we're going to do here is let these heat up and toast a little bit, being careful not to burn them, but we want to give them a little bit of that toasted flavor. And then for our cucumbers, just going to hack off the ends here. And for this recipe, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cucumber seeds. You often eat them. But for this recipe, we're going to de-seed them. So I'm just going to cut them in half. And scrape the seeds out of our little cucumber boats here. And they come out very easily with a spoon. Voila. And then I'm going to cut these cucumbers up into little pieces.
Skin on?
Skin off. Actually, I should have peeled you first, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I
was thinking that.
Skipping a step.
You can sort of half peel them. Sometimes people do that. Here. Leave a little of the dark. They were washed.
So we've got this unfortunately, it makes quite a bit of salad and it only uses 2 cucumbers. So we'll be thinking of other things to do.
Well, we're trying to give them away.
That's a nice peeler.
Oh.
So yeah, easy enough to peel them.
Yeah, and you can leave some skin on there. Just watch your fingertips.
Well, I got a handle.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I figured you knew what you were doing.
Oh, I always kind of know what I'm doing.
Then check your peanuts.
Okay, so that's the seeding and peeling part of things.
Peanuts?
Yep, peanuts need to be checked.
That's why we're usually both just flitting around here.
See, they're getting a little dark on one side.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nice. I think I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'll let those cool just a little bit. And then we're going to grind them into a nice little peanut powder. I like this this style of peeler. I think Kelly prefers the other style.
I do, and I cut the end of my finger off using that one day, so I find it my evil nemesis. Luckily my fingertip was able to stick back enough. Can't feel it anymore though.
All right, so these are now ready for cutting. And I am just going to cut them into moderately small pieces. So we'll just do it this way. Knife is certainly big enough for the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So exciting.
Pretty exciting, pretty captivating film here.
I recommend everyone listen to the piano music in the background. Well, this exciting part is going on.
Okay, so now the cucumbers are all cut up and in the bowl, and I'm gonna go into my grinder here with peanuts.
So you might want to explain this grinder because it's new to us.
Yes, this is a nice spice grinder. I had to replace, if any of you saw the video with the smoking, dying spice grinder, I found this one, and it's got a nice, the nice thing about this is dishwasher safe. It can go in the dishwasher. There's no motor in it. And it works really well.
The other one is more like a coffee
and you can
spice
see
grinder.
You can see in and see how you're doing. And it comes with two different sets of blades. There's one for chopping up wet things. That's handy too. I found that this one works pretty well. It takes quite a lot to grind everything all the way, but I don't mind if there's a few larger chunks of peanut for this. Okay, so there's my ground peanuts. Now the next step,
Kind of warm.
we're going to put some ghee in our pan, and we can use the same pan because it didn't have any oil or anything in it. So ghee is easy to make. We have a video on how to make it. It's harder to get out of it.
Yeah, I usually use a knife.
There we go. Just a knob of ghee. And we're going to get this melted. I'm going to go over just about medium heat here. And to this we are going to add some cumin seed. And we're going to toast the cumin seed a little bit. And it's going to be about, I think, 2 teaspoons of cumin seed. And then we are going to add a serrano. And I have a part of a serrano here because these serranos just happen to be really huge. So that equals about 1 serrano. And we're just going to cut the serrano into slivers. And so I'm going to go in here with about 2 teaspoons of cumin seed. And you'll hear this popping, and you'll know that it's cooking. We just really want to toast these seeds a bit. We don't want, careful not to burn them. Just want a toasted cumin flavor here.
But it smells good if I could smell things.
It does smell pretty good. Ghee and cumin.
Mm-hmm. Ghee is good.
How could you go wrong? Yeah, the whole thing.
I've just really been using the heck out of that ghee lately on vegetables.
It's going to be time to make some more.
It is.
Okay, now these are toasting up, smelling really good. I'm just going to drop this serrano in there. And I'm going to let this cook a little bit longer. I'd say, ooh,
yeah, I get that pretty high now.
I'd say a minute with the peppers in there.
I'll probably start talking soon.
And the idea with the pepper here is to give it a little bit of heat, a little bit of flavor, but nothing overwhelming. And I am going to remove the peppers. They've served their purpose. Ooh, yeah.
Oh boy.
And then we are going to go into the cucumbers. Let's see if I can, there we go. I'm just going to pour this right in with our cucumbers. Mix that around. Okay, we're going to add the peanuts in. Now you'll notice I did not let that ghee cool before I put it in here. I was a little skeptical about that the first time I made this, but it turns out to be just fine. And it might soften the cucumbers a little bit, but really, this was still a nice crispy salad. And as you can see, what we're getting in here is, you know, the peanuts are enough to distribute through the whole thing. So I've got more peanut in here to get up.
Use that spoon too.
Yep.
Kind of turns into a little paste.
Yeah, there's a lot of moisture in it, so when you grind it, it does get a little sticky. Fortunately, this can go in the dishwasher, so we won't have to taste peanuts with everything else we grind. And to this, we're going to add a little bit of chopped cilantro. So we'll come back when the cilantro is ready to go in here. Okay, so picking the leaves off the cilantro. For other uses, the stem is fine, especially if you're going to put it all in a blender or food processor or something. But for this, it's best to just have leaves. Now, some people really have an aversion to cilantro. And if that's the case with someone in your family or yourself or whatever, you can use mint instead. I really like the cilantro, so we'll go with that. Just get it chopped up, and as you can see, this is a couple tablespoons of cilantro. And we'll get that mixed in here. And then, now if you're making this ahead, you can just seal this and store it in the fridge until dinner time, if you'd like. But I'm just going to go ahead and add the salt and sugar right now. I used a whole teaspoon of salt last time I made this, and it seemed a little salty, so I'm going to use a half a teaspoon, even a scant half a teaspoon.
Yeah, I think that'll be plenty.
And then we're going to use a whole teaspoon of sugar. And that's everything that goes into this salad. And it's really delicious. And last time I made this, we kept this for a couple of days, and it held up quite well. I don't know how much longer than that I'd want to go, so I did only make 2 cucumbers worth this time because you can eat that much pretty quickly. All right, so let's put a little bit of this in a bowl. Garnish it with a cilantro leaf. And there you have it. Now, better taste it. Make sure. It's really good. The cumin, the ghee, and the peanuts just give it this great flavor. Cilantro adds a little freshness. It's really good. So thank you for watching 2 Cooks in the Kitchen, and we'll see you next time.